man Theo Butler, and welcome to another exciting episode of I Ain't Saying, I'm Just Saying with the Rock Nation. Y'all go ahead and clap that on up. Yeah. You see what we got going on. You see, Bryan Hill's Ultimate Black Panther 15. Brian, we gonna talk after this. But yeah, you see what we got going on. So go ahead and clap that damn thing on up. Yeah. Before we begin, like, share, subscribe. You like, leave a comment. You don't like, leave a constructive comment. Just don't go off into the wild blue yonder somewhere and write some BS behind article. No. Be constructive with it. Anyway, we issue 15 brought to us by Bryan Hill and Stefano Caselli. I just want to let you know that based on the article that I read this Sunday, this issue is just ironic as hell. Let's dive on in. We open up our story in Abuja, Nigeria. I might have got that wrong. Where we find a lone gentleman by the name of Amon, entering a luxurious looking building. It looked nice. From the building to his apartment, we start seeing broken furniture. Yeah, we start seeing broken furniture and a trail of spaghetti sauce. I'm going to call it a trail of spaghetti sauce. Yeah, I ain't trying to. A trail of spaghetti sauce, which more than likely belongs to his late wife, Lupa. And I ain't even saying more than likely. No, that's who that belonged to. And he's told by a guest that Lupa got punished. That's why we know it's, The guest, a woman who looks possessed. And she's letting him know. They, her, she, them, whatever. Because she's speaking, I don't know what that is. She's speaking in third, fourth, fifth, sixth person and everything like that. She let him know that they're not happy. That's what she says. And so, he goes right up. High-rise building at that. That's crazy. The following night, we shift scenes over to Nigeria's Office of National Security, where T'Challa and Ororo done pulled up on a gentleman by the name of Mr. Ola. Mr. Ola tells T'Challa to tell his woman to sit down. That could have been a Koye. I don't believe that's what he was gonna say. that you could have told that to Eric, and I don't believe he'd have said that. See, it's just some things you're just not gonna say to a black woman. I don't know what he was thinking. Mr. Ola almost got him and T'Challa effed up right then and there. And T'Challa didn't even have nothing to do with this. He was just sitting there chilling and everything. But because you think you're gonna insinuate, stop. Don't do that no more. Don't do that no more. That said, don't Aurora come off like she his hitter? You see how she's standing up? That's tough right there. Like, she's standing there. She kind of reminds me. Remember Vanessa Williams from New Jack City? Yeah. Remember how she got down here? Aurora standing there like she his number one hitter. She's standing there like she's his number one hitter. Might not be his woman, but you definitely standing there like you're his number one hitter. Anyway, going back to the story. They asked Tell, hey, we need that up out you. The dark vibranium. Ola denies having what they came for, which is said dark vibranium. They know he lying though. That's T'Challa and Ororo. That's a king, goddess, even on this earth. So yeah, they know he full of it. So T'Challa say, let me get that. Makes a formal request. Let me get that. Ola gives him a formal response. No. R.I.P. Ola. I had to look again because I was like, damn, Ororo, like you overreacted. You for real, for real. So anyway, from there, T'Challa shifts into John Wick mode as Ororo calls down lightning to disrupt the sniper's infrared scope. Smart. That's smart. I see what you did there, Big Bryan. As the sniper attempts to make his getaway, let me just say, ain't none of these folks afraid of heights. Ain't none of them. You see what the... Is it that the characters aren't afraid of heights? Or Brian, you not afraid of heights? Because you always got folks doing stuff out of high-rise buildings and stuff like that. Blade, car, high-rise building. Ultimate Black Panther, folks jumping out of high-rise buildings and landing on their feet. Or they with now with the motorcycle. Okay. Anyway, you can tell Buddy had a nice escape plan. He did. Y'all see it? There's only one problem, or rather two problems, with his escape plan. The first problem would be one of the folks chasing him is T'Challa, and he don't mind kicking folks. You see it right there. Again, that roundhouse straight up in the mouth. And then gonna talk ish with it. You see it? Yeah. By the way, T'Challa ain't got on no vibranium suit. You know how y'all had something to say, quite a few folks. You see how those bullets are still deflecting off his suit? I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Anyway. Yeah, because that's CBR is still running through my mind while I'm reading this issue. What was it Mr. Donahue said about pacing? Anyway, after saving the innocents from a grenade going off that the assailant, the sniper, just threw, T'Challa reminds Ororo the perp's second problem. Yeah, this because he got two. She's the second. The perp's second problem, that they need him alive. Yes, this Earth, you gotta let her know. Don't delete him, because that's her automatic setting. Yeah, that's what that is. He's still alive though. He is effed up, but he's still alive. Later on, at an abandoned warehouse, Aurora hits him in the face with the sphere of water. Damn, a bucket of water, glass of water. No, I got it right here. That's crazy. Anyway, Buddy takes them for being American. He ain't got no name right now. I'm going to call him Sniper. Which is an insult to them, which makes me ponder the question. Are Africans insulted if folks think they're African Americans? And are African Americans insulted if folks think they're African? Theo, how do you feel? I don't know. I don't think I would be offended if somebody thought I was African. I don't think. And some folks might be like, well, Theo, you want to be from Africa anyway. Well, we all are from Africa. But I don't know. I don't see me being offended. Like, how do you offend someone? Like, could you know, because we have Haitian Americans, right? If you just call them a Haitian, I don't know if they would be offended. Like, I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all thoughts are in the comment section. I'm curious about that one. Anyway, once the confusion is cleared up, we find out that he is the brother of the young man from the helicopter. Turns out Nigeria found out about the dark vibranium. Clearly, Khonshu and Ra weren't the only ones who knew about this. And sent his brother, Adi, ADI, after it. Of course, we know, and he know, Adi didn't make it. he know that. He also knows what the Nigerians are truly looking for. The dark vibranium that they're finding, those aren't relics. No. That's not what that is. It's a gateway. And based on how we've been seeing this dark vibranium, that's what we're calling it now. Okay, all right. So we got vibranium, anti-vibranium, and dark vibranium. Okay, all right. Based on what we've seen this anti-vibranium do, I'm not sure if I want to know what's on the other side of the gateway. Like that's where I'm at with it. Anyway, so my thoughts. Considering, once again, the article that I read from Mr. Donahue on Sunday, this was perfect synergy. Let's say, Theo, this was perfect synergy. So clearly, we know we going somewhere. We got a gateway. We don't need to act like that. If we've found stories that featured the serpent crown, King Solomon's frogs, and any other ancient artifact interesting, we don't need to act like this can't be interesting either. We don't need to do that. In regards to T'Challa and Aurora's relationship, she definitely acting like she is number one hitter. Like, I don't know. If her and T'Challa, well, because he did say they will, her and T'Challa have a child, I don't think the relationship is going to be the standard relationship. I think it might be something that just happened. Would say, Theo, no, let's play. Because we know she make questionable decisions when she's under emotional duress. That's me being petty, real petty. That said, though, I liked it, though. I liked the issue. I did. I did. We came in flying. We did. But like I said, considering what I read on Sunday, based on the way this issue played out, you would have thought somebody wrote this issue after they read the article. Like, oh, you talking? Let me give you something to talk about. And so, Mr. Donahue, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You gonna write something? Because you can't say you didn't. Clearly, you've been keeping up with the dude. This was a nice paced issue, huh? Huh, man. We even got some direction. Huh, man. Some great artwork, which I don't think we speak enough on by Stefano Caselli. But yeah, we got some great artwork. Huh, man. And did we not just pull the wool out from it? Yeah, it's a gateway. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, I didn't see that coming either. I didn't see that coming either. And we got some character development. You see how Aurora conducted herself. You see it? Yeah. You see how this thing might play out. You owe that dude an apology. You owe that dude an apology. And considering the fact that, because what you said was this particular comic book is failing T'Challa. No, it's Jed McKay's Avengers. I need you to spin the block on that because T'Challa just got up and walked away. And if he don't come back, if they don't mention the Meridian diadem going forward, I'm going to think he was just hating on Bryan Hill. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Listen, that said, I'm out. Hit that like button. Yes, hit that like button. Still getting over this cold. But we troopers out here. I need to go get me some Vibranium. Hit that like button. Don't do that. Hit that like button. We coming back to y'all because it is What a Week It Was Wednesday. So you know we got to come back this Wednesday. You know we got to come back later on the day. It's Wednesday. You like the shirt? Yep. Available for the Rock With Me Nation. I ain't saying, I'm just saying, in meantime, in between time, till the next time, remember the late, great Don Cornelius and Chadwick Boseman. I wish each and every last one of y'all love, peace, and so we out.